Angul is one of the developed districts of Odisha. It is one of the most resonant and happening places, being the powerhouse of the state. There is hardly any other district in the country which generates electric power in the equals of Angul. As a lamp, it lights the country, but unfortunately fails to expel the darkness underneath. Even after 69 years of India's independence, there are places in Angul that are light years away from light. Chhotkei is one such village. A small village located only 65 kilometers from Angul, inside the Chhotkei Tiger Reserve, is a place where grid electricity is yet to reach. People continue to live in absolute darkness. It not only marks their nightlife, but their entire socio-economic activities come to a standstill. Life after dusk is blatantly
Chhotkei is
impossible.
basically a village inside the Chhotkei Reserve Forest. In this village, electricity could not come. So even if the distribution companies they wanted to give electricity to this village because of the forest coverage and all, it was not allowed. So the village was somewhat destined to remain in darkness only.
Although situated in the lap of Mother Nature, amidst rich natural resources, the place is ironically deprived of the basic amenities of livelihood. Lack of employment compels people to migrate to distant places for earning the daily bread for their families. Agriculture is left to the mercy of rain gods, as there is no irrigation system for lack of electricity. While India stands second in the world in voice communications, the villages of Chhotkei are yet to be connected with the rest of the world. The lack of electricity paralyzes the whole system of communication and thereby impedes their overall development. Education is another major setback to the people of Chhotkei. Studying at home after dark is ineffable. As a whole, left to their own destiny, they suffer from perennial problems. To show these people the light of modern civilization, the endeavor of Odisha Renewable Energy Development Agency is praiseworthy. One light per house could bring some relief in dark nights. But this installation of solar home lighting system was not meant to address the livelihood issues.
In 2007, we included this village under the remote village electrification program of MNRE. So under the remote village electrification program, we actually supplied them solar home lighting system. So when these individual home lighting systems were installed, they were basically in the ownership model, and these worked very well for 4 to 5 years. But after that, again, we found out that the kind of requirement of electricity and the demand was actually increasing. So to cater to that increasing demand, there was no scope under the RVE scheme. So we were looking for other options. So at that point of time, this option of a solar microgrid came.
At such juncture of time, Sanmoksha came as a ray of hope. Having worked for years, Sanmoksha understood the challenges of rural electrification. Its holistic solution, nano power, came as a revolutionary landmark approach to achieve energy security and socio-economic development of the rural hinterland. Nanopower has been developed at the Living Laboratories in Renewable Energy and Smart Nanogrid at the National Institute of Science and Technology, Berhampur, the place where Sanmoksha is incubated. Faculty and staff at NIST have worked hand in hand with Sanmoksha to develop the technical solutions to be implemented in the villages.
The National Institute of Science and Technology, we have done work in basic fostering research and development in the field of renewable energy. So our work started about 4 years back, where we put an R&D team into working with many different technologies and finding out what best suited for India's rural areas. And at the end of it, I think we have been working very seriously on developing one or two type of technologies which is eminently suitable for implementation in rural areas, like we have done at Chhotkei in Angul district.
Sanmoksha knew that people's participation was very much indispensable for making it a sustainable model. As a first step towards collaboration with people, Sanmoksha hired the villagers to do its work. To achieve sustainability and scalability of the model, local youth were hired and trained on the ground during project implementation and then at the Living Laboratory at NIST to operate and maintain the solar power plant and the smart nanogrid. Employment is created for them at their doorstep. Secondly, a local village committee was formed where the members were elected by the villagers from each Sahi. Representation from Orida and Sanmoksha were nominated to oversee the governance and technical support, operations and maintenance of the plant and nanogrid, and manage financial transactions. The installation of nano microgrid has not only made Chhotkei the first smart village of the country, but has been immensely successful in making the village a better place to live in.
So this is called PCU. PCU means power conditioning unit. So in this the generated solar power, it will come to the PCU. From here, that DC power, it will get converted into AC power, and the partial DC power, it will put to the battery also. We can charge the battery parallel.
This is our display board, United UPS power limited. We can see all parameters of this inverter here, indications of all the input voltage, output voltage, solar voltage, battery group, all.
This is the master of the relay board, and these are the each house control relay, and this is our main controller nano amp. From this CV through this MCV, the supply is going to the each and every household. 3 phase of safety measurement. One is from the household, there is one MCV to on or off main power of the house. Then is second one is each house, and each MCV is there for control of each house from here. Second stage of safety, that is from this device, and for this whole CB there is one.
Now all the houses are bright even in the night. There are beaming street lamps to light up the village roads where the villagers can commute without fear of wild animals. The gleaming houses provide conducive ambience for the school children to happily study even after sunset and ready for future challenges. Farmers irrigate their lands and scale up their yields. Better health facilities possible. People can run their mills. Through this, Sanmoksha has not only brightened the lives of Chhotkei people, but has opened up many livelihood opportunities for the villagers by making them self-sustainable. It envisages to bring it at par with developed cities of the country one day, where everyone would be educated, employed, and enterprising. Chhotkei will be the model village for the rest of the world.
Basically, we are trying to evolve kind of a model for solar microgrids in remote areas. So this model, so far whatever has been installed, it is definitely working well. And in future also we would like to replicate this in other villages.
My name is Suresh Rana. I'm from a company called New Leaf Dynamic Technologies. We deal with renewable powered refrigeration technology. I was told that Sanmoksha has done a fabulous work in Odisha village by setting up a renewable power system. I saw the technology system that has been laid here, has been installed. It's operational, it's been working successfully for last few months. And I had the good fortune of visiting and meeting villagers, and I spoke to them. And I found that for the first time in their life they had seen electricity in their own household. They were able to run light and fan, and in fact there's one household I visited. I entered the house and I saw that they were running a television system, and they could have now power, fan and electricity and entertainment too. And that was, and I could see the sense of, I could sense the relief and satisfaction and joy they had on their faces. It's a fabulous thing. I wish the government of Florida would do many more such projects, and it will bring a smile to the people who are in underserviced or unserviced areas of this state.
Hi, I'm Gitanjali. I'm working with Okapi Research and Advisory Services based in Mumbai. This is the first time I'm visiting a power plant in Odisha, and with this whole project funded by Sun Moksha in partnership with Oreda. This is like a completely innovative project, and we could see the difference in the village right now. I would say Sun Moksha is doing a really amazing job here, and the model itself is very innovative because it is taking into account people's aspiration, like having basic lighting system, having no electricity for entertainment. Not just that, them also taking into account the livelihood aspect of everything to make the model sustainable.
I am Avtar Singh from the Indian Steel and Wire Product Jamshedpur. उड़ीसा के इस क्षेत्र में जंगलों के बीच जहां रोशनी सिवाय सूरज की रोशनी के और कोई रोशनी उपलब्ध नहीं थी, वहां उड़ीसा सरकार के रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन डिपार्टमेंट और सनमोक्ष के द्वारा जो कोशिशें की जा रही थी, जिसकी चर्चा है, मैं उसे देखने के लिए यहाँ आया था। ये एक बड़ी ही कामयाब कोशिश है, पहला प्रयास है, लेकिन बहुत सफल प्रयास है। न सिर्फ घरों तक बिजली पहुंच रही है, बल्कि आने वाले दिनों में यहाँ के छोटे छोटे जो कुटीर उद्योग हैं उनको भी ये बिजली मुहैया कराई जाएगी और यहाँ के उद्योग भी उससे चलेंगे। ये अपने आप में गांव की विकास की दिशा में एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण कदम है और शायद आने वाले दिनों में यही चीज़ें इन गांवों को स्मार्ट गांव की तरफ ले जाएंगी।
This technology which we have deployed at Chhotkei is going through the rigors of trials. It's a very scalable idea. It's a very idea which can really take India by storm, and we hope that in the next few villages which we do within Odisha, in some of the most backward districts of the state, we will be really getting success. Because the success is not only having an energy resource as a reliable resource, but economically viable for the Indian rural sector, and that many livelihoods can be started off by availability of such energy. Reliable qualitative energy is what our target is, and I hope that by the end of this year we have another 5 villages where we would have deployed same technology that we see in Chhotkei.